All right, sorry I'm late. Had some practicing to do for with the football team, but now we have our coach, Coach Carrico of the golf team, with us. Got a couple of questions for him, so he's got some good answers. All right, Coach, did you play golf in high school?
Well, actually, yes, I did. I played for 4 years for Brentsville High School. It's in Prince William County. We actually played against George Mason because we were a single A school also. So I played my freshman year, my sophomore year, my junior year, and my senior year. Freshman year, I didn't actually get to play in any matches. It was my first year I ever played golf, but we made it to regionals my sophomore, junior, and senior year. So I had a little bit of success, just like these guys did with their golf careers. Not as much success individually as them, but team-wise, we did all right.
And so, but after playing in high school, what was the transfer to make you want to be a coach? Just not just a player, but actually teach.
Well, after I went to college, and I didn't even want to work with kids. It's not why I went to college. I went to college for international relations. But after I finished school, I was like, what did I like to do? I like to be around kids. I like to play sports. I love to play golf. So my stepdad and I play golf all the time. So, and he actually helped me out last year. It was my first year. These guys know Coach Show. He came out and helped us out. He couldn't do it this year, but golf is a pastime for myself, and I wanted to be able to play with these guys. And like they told you, we get to play for free. So what better way to do it than that?
You get paid to
play.
Yeah. Professional golfer over here.
You get free.
Legit.
You get paid to play.
Yeah.
And so now that you're a coach and you've been coaching for a while, is there anything that you implement now that other coaches maybe taught you while you're playing golf, or anything that affects you as a coach that you do that other coaches?
Well, I try to teach these guys the importance of the rules of golf. There's no referees, there's no officials out there on the course. These guys and their competitors are watching themselves. Us as coaches, there's 2 coaches out there, and there's 18 holes, so they have to be their own referees basically. Golf is a huge game of etiquette, so that's why I stress that a lot. And it's easy with Michael because they've been playing golf for their whole life, but some of the younger guys don't really know the rules of golf completely, so at practice, that's what we stress a lot. Our season's kind of short, so I like to tell these guys, practice when we're not in season. You have to practice. You can't just pick up clubs and play golf and become Tiger Woods, so you have to work at it.
I don't know about that. I think myself, I don't
No,
play very much on the off season, but they call me the junior Tiger Woods.
I'm pretty close. I mean, I did shoot a 73.
So did you win states?
Watch out.
Yeah,
You guys won states, right? Is that what you're saying? Junior Tiger Woods?
Actually, we won nationals.
Rough. All right.
World
And
next
is there
year.
is there anything match to match kind of that you have to, any strategy at all? Is it really just you got to get your players to play well in order to win?
Well, during practice, they compete there's 6 golfers, and so they compete during the week to make 1 through 6, numbers 1 through 6. And basically, I choose who plays in the end, but they need to show me during practice, how well they do, how well they're preparing for the matches, who I think is most prepared, who I think is ready to play in a match. There's a lot more that goes into practice when you're practicing. I mean, no one's watching you. You can technically, you're not supposed to, but you can move the ball if you want to. But in the matches, you can't touch the ball. You have to follow every rule to the T. So there's a huge difference in preparation. There's a lot of mental things. Your swing isn't going to change between your practice and your match. That's what we hope. Golf's all about muscle memory. But what does change is what you're thinking during the match.
So I know basketball coaches and football coaches, you kind of do drills and you do plays. So what do you do to help your guys out with their technique and stuff?
Well, there are drills that we use, but it's a lot on the driving range or on the putting green. When they go out and play, I kind of just let them go off, and I just kind of talk them through what I would do if I was getting ready to hit this shot. But when we're on, I'll get a lot of my stuff actually from the Golf Channel, from Hank Haney. He's the guy that helped Charles Barkley with his swing. So Charles Barkley is a pretty bad golfer, but I get a lot of the drills from that. We use a lot of shoe boxes and stuff to put behind the kids' clubs, and a lot of balls, so that your swing path is wide, it's real long. It's hard to explain, I guess.
Yeah.
But
So you actually do things. That's
I
good.
do
You're not
try to
just a
do things.
chaperone.
I do try to.
It's a
Yeah.
legitimate coaching position.
We do try to
That's
be
I
nice.
try.
That's nice. I'm glad we pay you for a reason. Not that I pay you anything, but my parents' tax money. Anyways, how the kids affected you this season, or just all seasons that you've coached? Any lasting impressions? Or?
Well, we definitely have a great time when we're out playing. I actually take these guys out. My brother worked at Dominion Valley Golf Course, and we actually go out and play a few times, just along with Evans Mandy's. He's the other senior on the team. So, I like to think that we have a relationship that's going to last beyond when they leave, and even with the younger guys, hopefully I can bring them out too. Will Powell, one of them. So I like to think that, I help them with their games. I don't know how much I can help them, but I try. So they listen to me most of the time, and when they do listen, it works. But
So I guess you're a big part of why the team chemistry is so good.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, we have a good time when we're out playing, and I like to keep it relaxed because we're out there for a long time. I mean, golf, it's not real strenuous on the body, but we're out there for 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and as long as with the drive is like an hour next. So we're together a lot, especially during the summer. So if you can't have fun, then it's not even worth coming out and playing. So
Good way to look at it.
yeah.
Are you satisfied with how far the team went this year?
Yeah, I am. I know these guys wanted to do better as a team, but I was proud with how we didn't play very well at districts, to be honest. We didn't play very well, but at regionals, all 3 of them did very well. I was happy with how they competed and went out. They don't know this, but every coach came out and asked me, what happened to the team? What happened to you guys? And I said, well, we had besides these 3 seniors, we had a young team, but these guys carried us through the year. These guys with their leadership, with how they played, they made the guys like Will and Ben Torkin and everybody who had never really played in a match before, they improved their games throughout the whole year. And it's Michael and Evans had a lot to do with that. So
you guys did have an influence on the underclassmen.
Yes, we did.
And so you'd hope that will obviously help your team next year. So you think
I do.
you have a solid roster?
I like to think so, and actually, we need more golfers to come out. So I can use
Join
this.
golf.
Yeah, there you go. We can use this time to. Probably have about 6 guys coming back next year, as long as one young lady. So Genevieve Jordan, she's the only girl, so I know she's looking for more ladies to come out and play with her. So
It's a
Oh,
co-ed
no.
sport.
that's right.
Oh.
It is co-ed.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming out to talk to us tonight. It was a pleasure talking to all 3 of you. You too, Will. And we'll
Thank you.
talk to you next time.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya. All right, thank you for joining us on this edition of Mason Coffee House Sports Talk. I'm Yates Jordan.
And I'm Rebecca Gomez, and we look forward to seeing you next time.